Before you face another day feeling like you're carrying the world on your shoulders, pause right here with me. I know you woke up this morning and that familiar weight was already there, wasn't it? That feeling like everything depends on you figuring it out, fixing it, making it work somehow. Maybe you've been trying so hard to be strong for everyone else that you forgot it's okay to need help too. But here's what God wants you to know today. You don't have to carry it all alone. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." He didn't say come when you have it all together. He said come when you're tired, come when you're overwhelmed, come when you feel like you can't take another step. That invitation is for you right now. Today we're going to pray together and ask God to lift that heavy load off your heart. We're going to surrender every worry, every fear, every impossible situation into His capable hands. Because when you finally let go and let God carry what was never meant to be yours alone, something beautiful happens. The weight lifts. Your breathing gets easier. Peace starts to fill the spaces where anxiety used to live. You don't have to be strong today. You just have to be willing to let Jesus be strong for you. So take a deep breath, close your eyes if you can, and let's bring everything to the one who promised He would never leave you to face anything alone. This prayer is going to change how you feel about today. Before we dive deeper, let's take a moment to acknowledge the power of this very moment. You've made a choice to pause, to break away from that overwhelming weight for just a bit. You hear that heartbeat. It's a gentle reminder that you are alive and still present, even when the world tries to tell you otherwise. Close your eyes and visualize a warm light wrapping around you, a reassurance that you're not navigating these waters alone. Feel that, in this stillness, God is waiting to embrace your burdens. That's the promise woven into every carefully crafted moment. When we pause, we open the door for divine intervention. But before we get there, imagine a simple act of gratitude. You're drinking a cup of your favorite tea or coffee, feeling the steam rise and warm your face. In that moment, take a deep breath and then let it out slowly. Notice how the warmth seeps into your very being, stirring a gentle gratitude for this small pause amidst the chaos. It's these tiny sparks of peace that can ignite something magnificent within us. Even if your life feels like a mess today, you have something, perhaps just this moment of warmth, to hold on to and appreciate. In a world full of noise, this is your sanctuary. It's time to embrace that emotional refuge, trusting that every small sip of gratitude is actually a step towards healing your weary heart. Remember, every moment spent grounding yourself in gratitude shrinks the burden you've been shouldering. As we begin to focus on those around us, let's think about the people who fill your life. Maybe it's the friend who always knows when you've had a rough day, or the family member who listens without judgment. Imagine their faces, the love that radiates from them like soft, comforting light on a cloudy day. These connections are gifts, reminders that even in our struggles, we are surrounded by love and support. But here's the catch. Sometimes we don't reach out. Even if it's not perfect, even if there's tension in the air, acknowledging those bonds can lighten our load. You're allowed to lean on someone else, to share your worries and fears like it's a burdensome backpack. Picture yourself unzipping that pack, revealing all those heavy stones inside. You don't have to hide or carry it alone anymore. This notion of shared burdens is mirrored in Scripture. bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. Now let's elevate our gaze and acknowledge the invisible blessings surrounding us. Can you feel the tug of those moments of joy, like a flickering candle lighting up darkness? Picture the sun breaking through the clouds, casting warmth upon your skin. These moments may seem elusive when you're drenched in worry, but they're there, waiting for you to notice. What if each small blessing is a stepping stone leading you back to peace? In what ways has God been trying to reach you, offering guidance when you felt lost? Remember that while struggles may linger, just around the corner lies new hope waiting to unfold. Yet here's the tension. What if tomorrow brings you another round of weight to bear? How will you navigate that if you don't take time to acknowledge the good? Gratitude opens doors, but there is more to this story. What if I told you that tapping into your grateful heart could reveal a path to deeper, more meaningful transformation? Stay with me, because we're just scratching the surface. Picture stepping fully into this journey, where your heart starts to unlock layers you never knew existed. The freedom and release you seek are just beyond the horizon. As we move forward, I want you to hold onto this thought. What if you could not only let go of your burdens, but also gather strength from your community and faith to rebuild? Consider the treasure in vulnerability. It's where true strength blossoms. Your journey towards a lighter heart continues. The promise of tomorrow hinges on what you choose to do today. You might feel an urgency to uncover the deeper layers of love, support, and renewal that God has in store for you. As we prepare for our next moment together, I invite you to hold onto this spark of anticipation. We're only getting started, and trust me, the best parts are just around the corner. So take one more deep breath and let it out slowly. Prepare your heart for what comes next. But this is only the beginning of what God is doing. Just as the seed hidden beneath the soil yearns for light to break through, your heart is also poised for illumination. Have you noticed how, in the quiet of morning, the first rays of sunshine seem to speak to the world, awakening it from slumber? In those moments, the day transitions from the unseen to the seen, coaxing forth life in myriad forms. Similarly, God invites you to recognize the dormant blessings within you, waiting to sprout as you tap into that spirit of gratitude. It's a biblical truth, revealed in the parable of the sower. Sometimes the seeds of potential are buried deep, and they require your attention, your willingness to nurture them. If you allow yourself to perceive the world through fresh, spiritual eyes, you'll start to uncover a tapestry woven with purpose. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you gain a deeper awareness of the magical and miraculous surrounding you, those invisible doors that, when opened, lead to profound life changes. Imagine them like underground rivers, flowing quietly beneath the surface of your everyday experience, waiting to burst forth as a fountain of hope when you tap into your true essence. It's in these moments of revelation where the physical meets the emotional and then ascends to the spiritual that clarity begins to dawn. Let this be your aha moment. When it seems that nothing is happening in your life, everything is changing. While you sip that comforting drink and feel the warmth wrapping around you, know that at this very instant, God is working behind the scenes. He is stirring up the soil of your heart, preparing it for growth. And you may find that, just like the morning dew, those minute blessings are helping reshape the landscape of your spirit. Picture the discomfort you feel, the burdens you carry, It's not merely a weight. It could be a rich compost, enriching the ground for your next steps. This poignant paradox, where struggle often precedes growth, is essential for uncovering your deeper purpose. Yet amidst this tapestry of transformation, there arises a subtle tension. For every step forward on your journey, shadows may loom large, whispering doubts that conflict with your growth. The silent battle rages on. The faith you have grown may be met with a hint of spiritual opposition, an unseen force attempting to convince you that the discomfort is insurmountable. But remember, while you wake up each day and make efforts to embrace the world, God is orchestrating divine plans that exceed your comprehension. But I must tell you something important. Before it's too late to grasp how urgent this moment is, can you recall a time when you felt courageous about reaching towards something greater, or perhaps when your fears held you back? Is it possible that you've put off embracing the challenges at hand, believing the timing isn't right? This could be the crucial juncture where your stagnation meets divine action. Allow yourself to ponder. What if the moment you hesitated to act was precisely the moment God sought to engage your heart deeply? As you stand on the precipice of this inner exploration, I urge you to hold these thoughts close. The journey is not about perfection, but about progress, about allowing your vulnerabilities to guide you toward the strength God promises in His Word. Did you know that often the seeds of your transformation are stitched through relationships and community, a fact underscored in Ecclesiastes? Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. Are you ready to brave the journey ahead? We've merely begun peeling back the layers of your spirit, discovering what it means to embrace vulnerability, recognizing the quiet, yet potent power waiting for you just beyond the horizon. But what happens if you allow the burdens to overshadow the blessings? What if you miss the chance for renewal? So, as the tension rises, feel the urgency. Can you trust that a brighter horizon is on the other side of your fears? This is an invitation. Sit with these reflections and prepare your heart for what comes next, realizing that spiritual battles await, and you stand poised between the shifting sands of doubt and the solid rock of faith. The next moment could be transformative, challenging you to step beyond where you feel comfortable. What revelations are you ready to unearth? Trust me, the answers are just ahead, and they may very well change everything. I know exactly where you are right now. Many of us find ourselves tangled in heavy burdens, trapped in a cycle of fear, rejection, and self-doubt. We look around and feel the weight of expectations, wondering if we'll ever be enough. It's easy to believe that our efforts go unnoticed, or that our wounds will forever define us. We've felt it, the pangs of abandonment, the haunting whispers of inadequacy, that lingering question, am I truly worthy of love? Recognizing this collective struggle is the first step toward healing. Yes, you are not alone in these feelings. This valley of decision may feel so real, but it doesn't have to be the end of your journey. Yet here's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to say. The lies we tell ourselves can trap us in a cage of despair. Maybe you've believed that your mistakes define you, casting shadows too long for light to penetrate. Think of Peter as he denied Christ, fearing what others might think. Hear the echo of Thomas's doubt, questioning when faith wavered. Each lie serves as a chain binding you, whispering that your past failures render you unworthy of a promising future. Are you still believing that your current circumstances are unchangeable, that you cannot break free from the looming weight of disappointment? These lies become your greatest nemesis, muffling God's gentle voice calling you to rise again. As you hear this, the enemy is not resting. The truth is, right now, in this very moment, he is working tirelessly to amplify the doubts swirling within you. He's prying at the seams of your faith, attempting to convince you that your struggles are insurmountable and that true freedom is merely a fanciful notion. If we don't act now, if we allow fear to grip our hearts, we'll stumble further into darkness while missing the healing light that beckons us onward. Can you feel the urgency? If you've felt overwhelmed and exhausted in this spiritual fight, know that it's precisely in these moments of conflict, where faith meets uncertainty, that the greatest transformations await. The battle rages around you, a cacophony of chaos clashing against your desire for peace, and your response determines the trajectory of your next step. But here lies the truth that changes everything. You are not designed to fight alone. Recall the promise in Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. This assurance is your lifeline, not merely a catchy phrase, but a divine promise. The light illuminating your path is unwavering and unyielding. Despite the storm raging around you, it breaks through the shadows, inviting you into a new reality of resilience. The enemy wants you to forget that God is always present, that he sees you amid your struggle, weaving a narrative of hope and restoration. Lean into this truth and let it resonate within you, for victory requires belief in the power of God to transform the impossible into the magnificent. The time has come to awaken your spiritual weapons. The battle is upon us, and we can no longer remain passive. Are you ready to confront the lies that have held you captive with the truth that sets you free? It's time to dismantle the strongholds of fear, to unmask the lies that claim your circumstances dictate your worth. Your next action, that decision to embrace faith over fear, could be the catalyst of a breathtaking transformation. No more shrinking back. It's time to stand firm against the enemy's tactics. Will you engage in this battle, rising up as the warrior you were crafted to be by God? Are you ready to break down the walls that have kept you from realizing your true purpose? Prepare your heart. Recognize that breakthrough comes from confronting these enemies with boldness and the strength you draw from faith. You stand now at the mighty threshold between the darkness of doubt and the illuminating truth of hope. Choose your weapon wisely, for the next chapter awaits, and it beckons you to action. Each choice you make leads to restoration, and together we will journey toward the light of transformation. Enough. Today I refuse to remain in the shadows of doubt and fear. Now is the moment of my transformation. I stand strong, ready to declare that I am more than the lies that have held me captive. I will not turn back. I break free from the chains of self-doubt. I sever the ties of rejection and emerge into light, so I rise as the warrior I was created to be. Today marks the end of my victim narrative. Today, I embrace my divine purpose. I reject the fear that has whispered I am unworthy. I reject the lie that my past mistakes define me. I reject the shame that clings to my soul like a heavy cloak. I reject the paralysis of doubt that has stifled my spirit. I reject the enemy's voice that insists I am alone in my struggles. I reject every shadow that tells me that darkness is my home. I roar against the tide of rejection, tearing out every need for affirmation from the world. My heart ignites with the fire of hope, and I embrace the truth. Fear has no dominion over me. I am a beloved child of God. I am chosen and cherished beyond measure. I am equipped with divine strength that propels me forward. I am anointed for a purpose greater than myself. I am a conqueror, and I declare victory over every fear. I am filled with courage. I walk boldly into my future. I am the light in the darkness, a beacon of hope for others. I am worthy of love and joy. I no longer shrink from the truth of my being. I am the architect of my destiny, and I shall build with integrity and faith. I take my stand. I take my place in the arena of life. I open the door to my future, and I will not retreat. I walk boldly into every opportunity laid before me, eyes fixed on my calling. I break free from all chains, and I claim my territory. I move forward with purpose, knowing I am empowered. I leap into the unknown, trusting my steps are ordained. I shall not walk in hesitation any longer. It is done. From today, I am transformed. I decree it is settled in the heavens. I boldly step into my new identity as a victor. I see myself flourishing, joyful, healed, and whole. I visualize my future filled with love, laughter, and divine assignments fulfilled. It is done. Every lie that said I was unworthy is shattered by the truth that I am capable. I am victorious. I declare, my victory is now. I ask you, if you believe with me, declare it. Together, let's prepare for the completion of this journey, ready to seal this transformation in a moment of consecration as we step into the fullness of our calling. Now, let's draw closer, creating a sacred moment as we prepare to seal this transformation before God. Place your hand on your heart and allow the warmth of His presence to envelop you. In this stillness, we gather our thoughts, preparing to surrender fully to His divine purpose in our lives. This is a moment to consecrate the victory we have declared, to affirm our new identities, and to invite divine strength to guide our steps. Let us enter into this sacred space together. Father, I surrender my fears. I surrender my doubts. I yield my past, every wound and every lie. I offer my heart to you, the totality of who I am. I receive your love that casts out all fear, knowing that I am accepted in the beloved. Together we declare, I am more than my past mistakes. I am a beloved child of God. I am worthy of joy, healing, and wholeness. We commit this transformation to you. We take our stand as warriors of faith. I surrender my ambitions to your will and trust in your divine orchestration. We embrace our new identities, knowing that we are called for greatness. I declare over my life that today marks a turning point, an undeniable shift towards my divine purpose and calling. I yield my struggles into your capable hands, for I know you are with me. I release the chains of rejection and doubt, inviting your grace to fill every hollow space. We give gratitude for a future filled with love, laughter, and the fulfillment of our divine assignments. It is done. Now I see you a year from now, walking in the fullness of your calling. I envision you standing with renewed strength and confidence, impacting lives around you with your unique light. I can see your heart overflowing with joy, where once there was pain, your laughter echoing through the spaces you occupy, igniting hope in others. Your dreams, bold and vibrant, are becoming a living reality. Imagine the touch of healing that flows through you, as you embrace your purpose. The connection you have with the divine becomes a wellspring of encouragement for everyone you encounter. You are not just a survivor, you are thriving, breaking barriers, and making a difference. Fiery passion radiates from your spirit, illuminating darkness, drawing others toward the love you freely give, because it has freely been given to you. I declare over your life abundant blessings that flow into every corner of your existence. Heaviness falls away, your family thrives, your health flourishes, your work is fruitful, your purpose unfolds beautifully. You are covered with His grace, and you walk in the promise of security and abundance. You are a beacon of hope, shining brightly. Your influence increases as you embrace boldness. As we seal this moment of transformation, I invite you to take action. Write, "I declare," in the comments below to affirm your commitment to this new identity. Share this message with someone who needs hope today, someone who longs for their breakthrough. And come back tomorrow, because God is not done with any of us yet. Prepare your heart, for even greater may come, an unfolding of divine revelations that will guide your steps further into purpose. Feel this moment resonate in your spirit, a sacred declaration of who you are meant to be. You are transformed, you are renewed, you are powerful. Together, let's carry this momentum forward, embracing the fullness of life created for us. As we part, remember this sacred space we have cultivated and hold it close as you navigate your day. Return tomorrow, for the journey doesn't end here. God has more in store for us.